Hi people, I'm back for the next card, the Magician. I'm going to try to snap these out one a day if I can. I might do better if I do it in the morning instead of the evening when I'm upstairs in the hot room and I'm tired and I'm like, ugh. So, let's start with the Magician. How did you enjoy yesterday, the dandelion? And you know, one thing I didn't tell you about yesterday was the Latin name of the dandelion, and especially that is so important because there are a lot of common names for plants that are often quite different and confusing, and sunflower is one of them. So it's always really good to know the Latin name. And the Latin name is always the same no matter what country you're in. So like if somebody calls something a sunflower and it's actually calendula, then you will know that it's not the Helianthus that we're going to talk about today. And it doesn't matter if you don't know how to say it that great, as long as you can recognize the Latin name and give it a good try. Most people will know what you're trying to say. So yesterday, and it's good to look it up, dandelion is Taxicum officinalis. Taxicum officinalis. And I'm not the best pronouncer. Somebody else might pronounce it some way. But look up the word and get familiar with it and just keep saying it in your head and you will get pretty close. So today, and let me look at the Latin word because it helps me when I'm looking at the word itself. Oops, that's the wrong side of the card. We have the lovely sunflower as the Magician. It is Helianthus annus. It almost sounds like, yes, Helianthus annus, or something to that effect. That is the Latin name for the what we recognize as the sunflower. So, let's go to the book to see what she has to say. And she is written by Latasha Guthrie. The artwork is by Joanne Powell Colbert. Joanne Powell Colbert is the artist, and I think she did a lovely, lovely job. Letitia has to say about the Magician, the Helianthus species. The Magician, unleash your magic, radiate power and potency. From one seed, 1,000. A vibrant sunflower lies on a weathered table. One of the leaves gestures toward the sky, the other toward the ground. Black seeds form a laminaceae above the flower. Casting charms are tossed onto the table, revealing the tools of the herb crafter: bovine, mortar, and pestle, kettle, and basket. I love my basket. I should show you my basket sometime. The power of manifestation lives within. All the information necessary to create life is contained in the seed. Yet it is the elements that make the sunflower grow. Wind strengthens the stalk, water feeds the plant, fire is converted to energy by the leaf, earth anchors the root. Nourish your ideas with the elements and watch them bloom into being. Receive divine light from the unseen realms. Shape it into form, then give it all away. Sunflower roots travel for miles underground, bringing nutrients to the flower. When it matures, the flower heads bend to the earth and unleash thousands of seeds. Be a conduit of transformation for others. Crafting with the magician. Boost magical potency by eating sunflower sprouts for energy. Learn to read casting charms for others. Multiply creativity with guerrilla gardening. Plant sunflower seeds everywhere and share your seeds. Isn't that interesting? So I got some notes for us on the lovely, beautiful sunflower. And one thing that is really, really, I think, pretty awesome with the sunflower is that its head will follow the sun. In the morning, when the sun is in the east, the head of the sunflower, with this part in the middle, faces the sun. And by sunset, it is facing west. That is something so unique. I remember my dad really loved sunflowers. He loved the seeds. We used to eat them when we were kids, raw, from the sunflower seeds that we used to feed the birds. It was real, they were a little different then. They weren't so popular as a food supply as they are now. And we had a sunflower plant. It must have been the Russian species that was over 10 feet tall. It was huge. And so sunflower is mainly known more as a nutritive herb, and there are a lot of herbs in this category that are more nutritive than medicinal. Although all nutritive herbs and even nutritive foods have some type of medicinal quality to them. So it's a native of Mexico and Peru. So there are wild sunflowers, although they're not that prevalent in this country. Of course, we know the seeds are the primary source of the sunflower for oil as well as for food. It is full of vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients. It is rich in magnesium, potassium, selenium, zinc, and iron. And yes, that was a long pause because I couldn't read my own writing. Its oil is equivalent to olive oil. Sunflower oil is quite the big industry now, and it's used in foods, in salad dressings, and all kinds of stuff. Of course, the black seeds are the best because they're the most oil-rich are those. Every part of the plant has a great use. It can be fed to animals, the whole plant, the stalks and the leaves, so it can be used as fodder. The stalks can be burned, and they're full of potash, which is very nutrient-rich and dense to add to the soil. So that's something that could be used as an organic fertilizer. So there's a lot of plants, like nettles is one of them, that can be used, and comfrey, to make your own fertilizer. So sunflowers would be a really good one. I have a feeling, and it was sacred, very sacred to the Aztecs and the people of Mesoamerica. So something tells me they probably used sunflowers to enrich their soil. They're a very smart horticulturalist. And I have a feeling it might have been the ingredient in black earth, which is something you should look into. So sunflower really is an amazing plant. So let me, I had the page right here. Let me find the page. And hopefully the wind noise from the fan won't be so bad. I don't have it, blowing anything, so it shouldn't be too bad, but I have to have the fan. Alrighty, I went by it. It's right up here where So the Peterson Field Guide does have sunflower Helianthus, which is also relative to Jerusalem artichoke, which is a popular garden plant and is also the tubers of the Jerusalem artichoke can be eaten, and so can the young stalks of the sunflower. So I won't, okay, it flowers orange to yellow, dish-shaped, July to October, prairies and roadsides, Minnesota to Texas, escaped out there. Wild parent of our domesticated sunflower. American Indians use flower tea for lung ailments, malaria. Leaf tea taken for high fevers, astringent, poultice on snake bites and spider bites. Seeds and leaves said to be diuretic and expectorant. Pollen or plant extracts may cause allergic reactions. It is part of the composite family, which is one of the largest plant families out there. So, Jerusalem artichoke that I mentioned just is called Helianthus tuberosus. In the fact that the tubers are quite nutritious. So, this is another one. All plants to me are amazing, but this has a special place in my heart because it's kind of like my parents' flower. They love sunflowers. They love the seeds. They love to grow the sunflowers. We adorned their 50th wedding anniversary with sunflowers. You know, it was because they were married in September, and so the sunflowers were in full bloom at that time, and it's something they enjoyed together. So that has a special meaning to me. What else can I say about sunflowers? I love the direction of the sunflowers, the way, like I spoke about, the way they come up in the east and that they follow the sun. It's something so cool to see them turn their heads. It makes me want to go out and see if their gardens have some sunflowers so I can plant some, but I am not. I'm a good herbalist, I'm a good gatherer, but I'm not very great at growing plants. I don't know why. It's just, I just seem to be that way. So, there goes a message on the tablet. So that is it for today. The magician, the sunflower. And I will see you in the next video. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you feel so inclined. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to check out my website, www.wildscolorcauldron, all one word, WILDSCOLORCAULDRON.com. That will lead you to the YouTube channel, which you're on. It will lead you to my Patreon and other items that I do. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later.